Opposition Chief Whip George B. Lingdaw has questioned the implementation of the smart meters project in the state. Lingdaw, who is also the Vice President of Meghalaya AITC, questioned as to why the state didn't opt for Energy Efficiency Services Limited Smart Meter National Program, considering EESL is the nodal agency identified under Ministry of Power for implementation of the project, and gone for an Asian Development Bank loan to fund the smart meter project in the state. The Umroi MLA also questioned the cost and make of smart meters being used in the project. Listen in.
Now, under the Smart Meter National Program, there was an initiative from Government of India in order to reduce the losses across the country on the transmission lines as well as on the bring in energy efficiency. There was this effort to bring a Smart Meter National Program. Now, under the Smart Meter National Program, an agency was identified by the Government of India, which is the Energy Efficiency Services Limited, the EESL, which is a joint venture of NTPC, the National Power Corporation. Then we had the REC, the Rural Electrification Corporation, the PFC, and also the PGCIL, the Power Grid. So this is a national agency, a national joint venture company floated by these PSUs under the Ministry of Power. So under the EESL, there was this effort to put these smart meters across the country, and many states have gone ahead to implement the smart metering program. Now the EESL, considering the security and also the safety of all the consumers across the country, they ensured that they will not go for any Chinese-made meters. That was number one. Number two, there is no upfront payment under the Smart Meter National Program. The state governments will not have any kind of upfront payment to ensure that the scheme is rolled out across the country. So therefore, it comes with a BOOT, build, operate, own and transfer. So the boot mechanism is in the part and parcel of the entire MOU once the EESL signs the MOU with the various stakeholders, the states. Now, what we had objected earlier in the assembly is that the government had gone on a standalone basis and floated a tender at the MECL level for the installation of the smart meters. Now, such smart meters actually should have been checked, verified and also approved by the national agency, which is the EESL. But then here, the government, not only that, they have bypassed the EESL, not utilized its services, nor signed any MOU, but at the same time, they have taken a loan of 232 crore from the EDB to fund the smart meter project. Now the question is, when EESL is the nodal agency identified under Ministry of Power to ensure that the smart meters are installed across the country to bring in energy efficiency, why did the state government not opt for EESL services when it is totally funded under the national program? Number one. Number two, they have also brought a loan. Now this loan not only burdens the financially ailing MECL, but also a cash-strapped state government. Now again bringing in a loan for a program that was actually free of cost upfront. Then at the same time, now you're bringing in the cost of the meters. Now as per the national program, it seems the average cost, because we are seeing that there are 2 or 3 kinds of meters, but then the average cost over the entire program is around 3,000 to 3,500 per meter, including everything, installation, wires, everything. So that is the cost that we got from the national media. Now here, on an average, the cost of the meters that are being installed across the state is around I think 12,000 plus. So therefore, there is disparity in the cost that we are seeing in the national level and also the state level. So this is something which we are really surprised as to why the state government has gone for such kind of an initiative that not only burdens, but at the same time we are questioning the quality of the meters. Now the quality of the meters, it seems they have come, they are Chinese-made meters, which the national agency has totally rejected, considering the national security, and also since the entire energy distribution and power distribution across the country will be moving into smart grids. So smart grids means there'll be artificial intelligence, there will be computer operated systems. Now under the smart grid initiative, now they are putting the smart meters as well. So by putting the smart meters, what will happen? Then there is also that particular initiative and also the caution that you have to take, that the smart meters, once you install, they have to be perfect in terms of safety and security. If suppose there is any kind of virus or any kind of malware that enters the smart meters, then it can corrupt the entire power grid system, the power distribution system. It can corrupt the entire smart grid system that is being utilized by the national government across the country. So therefore we are saying that it is a threat to national security also. Power disruptions can be there and hacking into systems can be there once these meters are attached to the systems. Now, as a layman and also as an engineer having a background, we also know that the Chinese products are flooding the market, and everybody knows the kind of products that we are getting if they are Chinese made. The quality is one thing that is questionable. So if the meters that are going to be installed are unchecked, untested and unverified by any credible national agency or even certified under BIS, the Bureau of Indian Standards, if the BIS also has not certified such meters, then can the state government take responsibility if the meters fail, if suppose the meters explode, if the meters cannot carry the load, if suppose there is a meter that has been designed for 1 kilowatt and suppose there is actually a withdrawal of power from more than 1 kilowatt from the households because of the various things that the households are utilizing, maybe TV, then refrigerator, heaters and all that. So at night, if suppose the consumption goes up, then what will happen to the smart meters? Will they be safe enough for the households? So we are leaving this question to the citizens, that are you feeling safe to use the Chinese made meters who have not yet been verified or tested by any national agency? And at the same time, when we are seeing such kind of dubious products circulating in the market and are also being utilized by the state government at a higher cost, which we see that they are inflated by more than 3 times the actual cost. So whether people and citizens will be feeling safe to use such kind of
especially in the revenue collection department, the meter readers amongst others, so they'll lose employment. So your take on it?
Yeah, definitely they will lose. Therefore, what we are seeing now is that even the ones that are already there, see, once you bring a smart meter, it means that there will be no meter readers anymore. The entire revenue should come automatically to the DISCOM, which is the MECL, through the messages that they will give at the end of the month to all the consumers. Now here, if suppose you bring a smart meter, then the meter readers should not be there anymore. But then whether the bills will be paid, whether the consumers will understand that the bills will come to their mobile phones, and in a dynamic scenario, mobile phones keep changing. So whether these consumers who change their mobile phones, whether they'll be able to actually get the bills, who will do the updation? So the entire thing is unplanned. So what will happen to the youths and those people who have already been engaged as meter readers? Whether you will bar them from employment and stop giving them jobs? So therefore, not only national security, employment is also a threat. At the same time, the revenue of MECL, whatever is being collected now also, that may not come.